Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pillars of Eternity 2. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today. Look at what the game did last episode. It made a save for pre-DLC for the Deadfire No, it's in the Deadfire Archipelago because that's just in the world map. But we're playing the murder stripe things. What, I don't remember the name. It's so weird. It's 3 words, and it's the name of it's the first DLC that came out. So we're playing it. And last episode we murdered some Juana and some some Mao. I was gonna say some Mao and some Orlan. Yeah, that were over here, and yeah, they're probably Juana. So they need help, but they don't like it. So they died because they attacked. They were looking for trouble, self-admittedly. However, we need to do something. This thing. I think that's... Yep. The Burned Book of Law.
You open Wodika's book, but the goddess does not appear. You stand alone in a void of ashes and drifting embers.
What? What a weird thing. The book did something at the end of... I missed it. I missed it, basically. It's what it is. Maybe I need, like, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, should have opened it at the time, but such is life. We have Wapa Maha Depths. The jungle opens on a small glade, the trees encroaching overhead to enclose the space in cool green shade. A stone dais, cracked by roots and dappled with moss and dirt, dominates the clearing. A pair of worn statues, crouched jungle cats missing eyes, ears, and, in one case, a paw, flank a short stone well. Muatu's quiet voice plays at the edge of your hearing. This well draws water from beneath the crucible. It should offer ingress for the careful. Really? Let's examine the well then. The well stands barely a yard in diameter, the mortar between its sides cracked and gray when not entirely absent. A few rocks have crumbled away or have been removed. You hear the sound of running water from the depths. A stream flows far below, a faint incandescence casting shimmering lines along the well's cylindrical interior. While a grappling hook could certainly be lodged into the well, the integrity of the sides seems suspect, and you're not sure that your longest rope will reach the bottom. Well, we could always do a... Let's back away. Let's search for traps first. You put some distance between yourself and the well. And one of the stones sinks when depressed, an ancient pressure plate. Nothing occurs, however, when you do so from a safe distance. When I occur? What do I do so? I assume it's when I press the stone, but I don't get depressed or anything. Here, not meaning sad, but rather, pressed. Perhaps some previous explorer disabled the trap, or perhaps the mechanism has simply failed over centuries exposed to the elements. I was gonna say yes, probably, most likely that's the case. Let's identify the statues. They look like jaguars, rendered in the somewhat abstract Juana style. The markings along the flanks and jowls suggest them to be sacred beasts, spirits of the jungle. Guardians, perhaps, of this well. The somewhat abstract Juana style. That's one way of describing it. How? That's an interesting... Like that makes me think. Like, for example, anime style of drawings is abstract. In the sense that, it's an abstraction of reality. It's not meant to... And in general, cartoons tend to be abstract, but we don't think of them as abstract because of historically abstract art having a more having a much more defined meaning, like cubism and other stuff like that. I only know cubism. There's a bunch of them. I think impressionism is also abstract. No, not necessarily. No, actually, cubism is not abstract. abstract art is a different thing. I don't know. Either way, the point is, it's an interesting thing that it's marked, or it's said as abstract. I think what abstract means, it's just anything that doesn't represent anything. Abstract art is something that you make, but it doesn't represent anything. You know what I mean? Like, for example, you make a color, or a panel, a colored panel, or because if you're painting, let's think of paintings, because that's probably the easiest one for us to think of. Or you make shapes, and you just paint shapes and colors that are not meant to represent anything. That is necessarily abstract, because it's abstracted from reality, and it's still a reality unto itself, but it's just the art that you make, and it's just whatever you paint. And it can be difficult for people to understand that art as art, but at the end of the day, it can be difficult for people to connect with that art more than necessarily understand, because it's very easy for us to connect with a picture, or with a photograph, or with a movie, or with just the painting of something, because we know what is supposed to be there. But when we're supposed to draw meaning, or not even meaning, because it's not meaning, and we're supposed to draw an emotion, or draw an attitude from abstract paintings that are not meant to represent anything, then it becomes a lot more involved. I'm not as I said, I'm not an expert or anything. I'm not even I don't even study art, or I have never studied art from a painting, or from anything related to that. I do have an uncle that paints specifically abstract art. But the easiest way for you to think of what abstract art is, for example, you see this is abstract art over here. This is not abstract art, right? This is like very much depicting of a sword. However, these floral motifs, this is abstract. They're not meant to represent a flowers. They're just there. They're there to be pretty. They're there to be nice. And of course, it's just a motive. It's not, it's not very elaborated, or it's not even very original, because it's probably derived from something. But so the application of it is where this comes in handy, because it's UI design, and UI design is not art, it's design. So I mean, it has an artistic framework where you can work, but it's still not necessarily art. But if you imagine you paint a painting that is just this sort of thing, and that is just abstract, because it's not meant to represent. And to say it's abstract, I think I don't know what it means, but we've seen the Hoana style, and I didn't think of it as abstract. But anyway, let's examine the well. I ramble about everything, as you know. So let's look inside. Let's climb down the well. We're gonna murder ourselves. Taking care to help one another to the extent that you can, you and your fellow travelers work your way down the well, or the old well, using the protruding stones as hand grips and footholds along the way. After but a few minutes, your muscles ache and fingers burn. Then Shodi goes down. From somewhere in the darkness above, you hear Shodi's cry. Your fallen compatriot. I bet she's not. I'm pretty sure she's not. But we'll check it. Crashes into you, throwing you both into the frothy water below. And everybody is injured. That's fine. We can sleep again. You manage to grasp onto a stone ledge and pull yourself from the water. You rise to your feet, your shoulder throbbing. Looking around yourself, you find that the rocky ledge continues deeper into the cavern, the darkness inviting. You advance into the darkness. And now we see the loading screen. Yep, I remember seeing this art being used for promotional materials of when the DLC came out. This DLC, I remind you, I didn't get or install, certainly not install. I don't think I got it when it came out. I got it later when I bought the second. Well, actually, not even when I bought the second DLC. The second DLC I got for free because I got into contact with Obsidian. They sent me a key. The original game I bought myself, but the second DLC I didn't, and I bought this DLC myself as well at the time. The second DLC. was sent to me. And the other DLCs I think I just bought myself. I don't remember exactly. I've mentioned it in the past, so if you're curious, this is just in the spirit of disclosure, I suppose. We're just gonna go ahead and... Oh, we cannot rest. Now we all have wrenched shoulders for minus might. We don't need any might. Might is for the weak. That's because that's how things work. Oh, right. I wanted to see if Shodi is indeed my compatriot. I don't think she is. She's a Savannah woman. I mean, she's certainly a Savannah woman, but she's a Savannah human, which is Meadow Savannah, actually, not Savannah. She's from Red Ceres. And I'm from the White That Wins. This DLC. I'm gonna pick on things. I am gonna pick on things. Compatriot means from the same country. I don't know the word in English that patria comes from, or the equivalent to patria. Patria is just it doesn't mean nation. It means fatherland. It means, yeah, it just means that. It's as straightforward as it gets. So con meaning, you know, like conjugal. It's the prefix that means of the same, or, you know, together. You can still hear the murmur of water behind you when the cave comes to an abrupt end, stymieing your progress. The passage has been closed off with a brick wall, the uneven stones largely obscured by a thick curtain of vines. And I can just use a burn ability, because of course I can. Just Sunbeam. With a few chanted words and hand signs, you conjure a flame to burn away the vines. In their absence, the wall loses much of its cohesion, and my hiccups come for some reason. Much of its cohesion, and collapses. Little light is visible through the hole in the wall, but you can just make out a sound that could be the babbling of water, or of kith. Well, it's very pretty. Absolutely very pretty. And I think we can go back up. Which is weird that we can. Let's see where this leads to. Because it might not be the same place. And I think I can rest outside. Okay, let's reload. Yeah. I can definitely live with the wrenched shoulders. I don't want to screw the, you know, the opportunity of exploring whatever we are. That's a dog and a dragon? I don't know what it is. A pig, maybe? It's a person, for sure. You stumble into a room only brightly lit in comparison to the tunnel from which you came. A man with soft features and round eyes blinks mutely before clearing his throat.
Welcome to the Temple of Tuamawai, Watcher. Home sweet home.
Tuamawai here being Galawain, or the name they give Galawain, or a different god. We've rambled about that. I don't need to go on to that again.
Akira, the wall. What even is down there?
He cranes his neck, peering over your shoulder.
Don't matter none. You're finally here is all. Crowd gets restless waiting. You best get out to the pit.
Wait, what?
Pit? Go out to pit.
He jerks a thumb at a nearby door. Who are you?
That don't matter none neither. I'm the kith supposed to get you before the people.
Where am I? He stares blankly at you. I think you may have confused me with someone else.
Akira, you're in Challenger's chamber, yeah? That makes you Challenger. Beyond that, don't matter none. You having second thoughts about the right? Stop. It's too late.
He gestures sharply at the portal behind him.
Everyone champs at the bit to see you in action.
Well, I left my pack back in the cave. It has all my best potions. He sighs, pulls a pouch from his belt, and shoves it into your hands. Shodi puffs out a heated breath. Because she doesn't like skullduggery, I think. Or maybe she does. I don't know what heated breath means, but If I had to guess, she's I don't know what that
Next time, forget less.
The Halmawa stabs a finger in the archway and then takes a step back, brushing his hand along a column as he does so. The door closes between you. I seem to have been mistaken for an initiate in some kind of tournament. I will either need to find another way out or head through the arena door and discover what awaits me. Good people of the arena. No, how does that go in Oblivion? Anyway, good people. Yeah, right. Well, we can hear them outside for sure. No, good people of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena. That's the line. In Oblivion, I mean. Oh, that looks cool.
A new challenger joins our eternal hunt.
As is tradition, the primal elements shall sort predator from prey.
Triumph or perish. There is neither surrender nor retreat.
Did you just say triumph? The surviving face, they have different names, the faces. There's the seeking, the slaying, and the surviving face, and that's the seek, slay, survive is the name of the DLC, I think. I think they said triumph. I know some words in English get pronounced, that have ph that do indeed get pronounced as a f because that's what ph sounds like. Some people pronounce it as p though. Like for example, a famous one for me anyway, it's pamphlet. The word pamphlet, many people, well, I say many. It's many because it's wrong, so even one is too many, so it is many. But many people pronounce it pamphlet. Andrew pronounces it with a different. If you don't know who Andrew is, he plays the Dungeons and Dragons with me. So we have that series going on. Andrew pronounces what does he say? Oh man, he pronounces a few words really weirdly, and it's interesting because he's. It's like I don't pick on him like I pick on the game though, so because the game doesn't have feelings, and people tend to be upset that about that. That is a lesson I have learned through my years, a lesson that I wasn't taught by my family, unfortunately. Anyway, the triumph awaits us. The what now? Why is there blood? Okay, is not dead. Tyrant of the Caves over there.
Oh, hell, those poor souls.
I don't know what to tell you, Shodi.
For the wrong Anui.
That is very far away, isn't it?
Huh, got someone in my side. Get a clean head.
No. It's fine. Just fall back. Mija Mooja. Okay. Who's that? That's the dare. Good news. Why are you disengaging? Why is that happening? Okay, just fall back then. Are you attacking that other one? I think it is attacking the other things, or was. There's blights going on. That's really bad. I need to be very careful with this. Let's cast that over there, and let's cast this right here. Be quick about it, please. And you don't cast whatever you're doing right now. Please cast the other one. Come on, do it. Freaking hell. I am not a fan of him having that much armor on.
What can I do?
Let's do this. Good news. And then you definitely don't cast what you're about to cast. Please cast that fast.
Hold out.
Please don't die. Thank you.
thought we were...
We were not friends. I don't know actually what he was about to say. I thought we were something, but it's fine. I think this Tyrant of Decay is what's responsible for all the blights that show up. So we should be fine. What is it resilient to or immune? It's not immune to anything apart in terms of damage. So I like it. And everything else gets stunned, so that's pretty good as well. None of them have a skull above their heads, so I'm good with that. Shiza is dead. Okay, the Tyrant is gone. People seem to be happy about that.
It makes no difference.
Okay, you're gonna shoot that. Fall back. You noticed the different pronunciations of the same spells from different
You didn't mean it.
lines. You didn't mean it. Ooh, enemy defeated. This is new. This is a new interface. It's like a whole new thing.
You have completed the first examination.
Now
Done.
her voice is a little bit louder than it was before.
Your fury brings joy to this arena.
Oh, it
Honor to your name.
was only this one.
You have endured what the first of many trials. Return when you are ready to face your next challenge.
Return to where, I wonder? And from whence shall I return? Who's in here? We have Pallegino, we have Takeo, Adair, and Aloth. That's the team. I think they show up.
Looks like you can hold your own in a fight. That's great! Really useful for not dying.
Yes, that is indeed useful for not dying. Yeah, it looks like it's the same people as the other DLC had in the loading screens. The guy from before sheepishly rubs the back of his hairless head.
You are alive. Praise Toamawai. I did not, I had not, I should have verified you were intending to join our Crucible Games instead of,
The guard stomps his foot as his words end in stammering. Yeah, I need to speak with the person in charge.
Yes, of course. Toamawai truly rules this place. But Humaire deals with matters that pertain to lowly kith. Humaire wants to bend your ear. You go find her in Hall of Memories. Straight past me.
He frowns, rubs the back of his head, and clears his throat.
Also, sorry about before.
Don't worry, Shiza's fine. Aren't you, Shiza? That's
Give me
gonna...
the order.
It's fine. It's good. I wonder if there was a different way of getting into here, and, like, if we had gone straight to the other area. If we went, you know, if we had gone above where it would have gone. So, we have a huge, beautiful dragon over... Or, not dragon, lion. It's all the same. Dragons, lions.
You go in now. Humaire stays waiting for you.
She does indeed, but I want to explore all the pretty places. And I say it's pretty because of all the green. It's all the little green. And it makes sense that it would be, because, you know, all the water would definitely make foliage abundant down here. We have Cook Corin.
Hi there, my fine friend.
Scents of foods, local and exotic, rise from the cart behind the pudgy Orlan. And I don't know here if local and exotic are two different things, or if being local means it's exotic. I guess it depends.
Care for some tasty victuals before you go testing your strength against the spirits?
He gestures to the foodstuffs behind him. The spirits?
You fresh off the boat, lass? Arena's full up of soul energy. Likely as not on account of all the blood spilt. The faces of the hunt stirs them right up, summoning monsters and legendary warriors for the contenders to try their blades against.
Let's see what you have.
Only the tastiest damn food in the Deadfire. Come, have yourself a look.
I do like tasty food. Give me all the tasty food. I mean, don't give me all of it, so otherwise I'm gonna eat it. But still, give me all.
Reflexes and charm should do the job. No need to thank.
And that has a luminous lobster in there. That is +3 ship crew morale. Well, I bet. If you're gonna eat the RGB lobster, then I suppose your morale is gonna go up. But that's gonna be that for today, so our RGB lobster is gonna have to wait until next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG.
Say the word.
And this has been Pillars of Eternity 2. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.